Yo, what's good with y'all? In today's video, I got the how to make a matchmaking system. This is for battleground games. I mean, you can use it for any type of game, but I'm just modeling it after a battlegrounds game. Um, how those battleground game ones work, and by that, I only used one, like Sorcerer's Battleground. So yeah. Anyway, I know there was like other things that I'm missing, like I'm trying to think. Oh, well, I can't think of it. But the point is, if you're seeing anything that I'm missing or just generally want to suggest things for me to add to the system and stuff, leave it in the comments and I might add it. If you find any bugs, definitely let me know and I will address those in part two. 'Cause I already know I'm going to do a part two of this and stuff, as long as the video gets a lot of love, which I feel like it will and stuff. So what's up to everyone watching the premiere right now? Thank you for joining, or if you're just watching the video regularly, thank you for all the love and support I'm showing. I really do appreciate it. We're on the way to 11K. Let's go ahead and get there. But yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. This is going to be a quick video, and honestly, I didn't think it was going to be this simple, but it really is. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and take care. Y'all already know we go UI, then assets, and then scripts. So let's go ahead and take care of the UI, which is literally just a text label. So let's head on over to Starter GUI, insert a screen GUI, rename set screen GUI to match, okay, to match making GUI, right? Then you're going to oh sorry, I actually forgot to mention, even though like it's just right now, but anyway, disable reset on spawn. We're gonna do this for both UI because we're gonna need two places, but I'll get into that. So click the plus icon, enter the text label, right? You're gonna want to rename this text label to matchmaking text label, boom, right? And then you guys can, choose its position and sizing. It's up to y'all. That's completely up to y'all. I'm just gonna show y'all what I put though. I did 0.4, and then over here I did 0.8. So 0.4 and 0.8. So pretty much the bottom middle. And then as for the sizing, I did 250 by 50, right? So what you're gonna do is, bold text, rich text, not wrap, sorry. Well, it's gonna automatically wrap it, but anyway, scale text. I chose white for the text color. Left it at black for text stroke. Text stroke transparency is set to 0, and then background transparency is set to 1. And then by default, you do not want to have any text. So we are going to set the text via the script, and then you want to make sure you leave the UI enabled and stuff. We're gonna set the text for when a match is found. Okay. So then we're going to go ahead and insert a remote event into replicated storage. Boom. Insert a remote event, rename this remote event to matchmaking event. Boom. Now we're going to go ahead and create a quick teleporter so we could just insert a part, right? Or if you have like a model, whatever, it doesn't really matter. You're just going to get your part. You're just going to scale it up so it's like a big cube and stuff. Now you could do this like two ways. You could have like just like a platform for people to stand on, and then you have the actual teleporter that's like a entirely different part and stuff. So, but I'm just gonna do one part. So yeah, so I'm just gonna have like a pretty decently tall part, and I'm just gonna make it pretty transparent. I'm gonna make the color green simply because that's the one that's the color that Sorcerer's Battleground went with. So yeah, and then I'm just do metal. So it's more see-through. So what you're gonna do is, for the properties, you want to obviously disable can collide. You want to enable anchored, and then we'll rename this part to teleporter. And then boom, we set all our assets up. Now we can go ahead and get into the scripting. So let's insert a local script. I can assure you we will literally not be here long. Insert a local script, rename set script to match making script, in parentheses, put local, boom. Delete print hello world. We're going to need to create 3 variables. First, let's create a variable for the remote event. So local match making event is equal to game the replicated storage, wait for child, matchmaking event. Then for our second variable, we're going to get the local player. So local player is equal to game.players.local player. And then lastly, we're just going to get the matchmaking GUI. So local matchmaking GUI is equal to player.player GUI, wait for child, matchmaking GUI. Now we're going to set up their function. We're just going to say matchmaking event that on client event connect function. In parentheses, you're going to put event type, enter. You're going to say if event type is equal to matchmaking, enter. All you're going to do is just say didn't mean to leave that slash. All you can do is just say matchmaking GUI matchmaking text label text is equal to match found. You could say match found, teleporting. You can say something like that, but it's up to y'all for what y'all want to, put. So literally that's it for the local script. Like I said, this video will be quick. Then head on over to server script service, insert a server script. Let's go ahead and save ourselves some time. You could really just copy and paste the name of the local script, Control C, Control V, and then just change it to server. Boom, right? Now for the server script, we need 4 variables. First, we need to get, of course, we need to get the teleport service. So, oh, my bad, I did not mean to do that. Change that back to, yeah, that, okay. So I'm going to delete print hello world, and then I'm going to create a variable for the teleport service. So local TPS, short for teleport service, is equal to game get service, teleport service, and then create a variable for the teleporter. Local teleporter is equal to game.workspace, wait for child, right? And then you're going to, find the teleporter. And then we can really just copy and paste the matchmaking event from the local script, Control C, Control V. And then for this last thing, you're just gonna create a teleport list. So local teleport list is just a table. So it's equal to special brackets. We're not really using this table for much aside from the fact that we don't want to there's honestly just to save resources. It's just like server performance. That's really just it. Because it's like if a person is walking around in the thing and they're constantly touching it, not touching it, I don't want it to keep triggering it to the point where it's like it keeps firing a remote event for no reason and it keeps trying to teleport them. Because teleporting someone obviously takes a few seconds, especially if the server isn't created and like it's creating a new one and stuff. So it takes about like 5-7 seconds. So yeah. So I'm gonna set up the function. I'm gonna say teleporter dot touch connect function, in parentheses put hit enter. You're gonna say if hit dot parent find first child, in quotation marks you're gonna put humanoid. I'm pretty sure it's safe to just put this because I wouldn't understand why you would have NPCs in a lobby, like NPCs that can walk around in a lobby for people to teleport into, 1v1. So I'm just leave it at that. And I'm gonna say and not table.find teleport list, comma hit dot parent dot name, right? So enter. If we don't find the name, then of course we're gonna enter the name into the table. So table.insert. Then you're going to say teleport list, then hit dot parent dot name. Then you're going to create a variable for the player. So local player is equal to game dot players, find first child, hit dot parent dot name, right? And then you're going to fire the remote event. So matchmaking event, fire client, fire to the player, comma, in quotation marks, the name of the event will be called matchmaking, right? Enter, and then you're going to set the teleport. So TPS teleport, just teleport, right? Teleport. So here's where you're going to get your second place, right? If you haven't already created your second place and you don't know how, it's this simple. You go to game settings, you click place, then you will just click create, right? Whatever you see at the moment, if you have one place, that's your default place. So this is your lobby, right? So this right here for me, this is my lobby. This is, as the name implies, is the 1v1 arena. Here's what you want to do. When you create the new place, you want to click the 3 little dots. Now make sure you're choosing the arena. Pay attention to the names. Make sure you're choosing the place where the players are teleporting to. What you want to do is you want to configure the place and you want to set the max players to 2 and stuff. If you're setting up like a 2v2 system, then it would be 4. But since most people are probably doing 1v1s, then you just need it to be 2. It's just a one-on-one type thing, right? And then make sure you click save and publish, right? And then make sure you also open up the other place and publish from there too. So boom, right? So you want to make sure that is set to 2. You want to also just make sure all of your security and everything, all these things are checked, especially allow third-party teleporters, just to be on the safe side. And then to get your place ID, once you've created your place, you click view, then the asset manager, this icon right here. Then you make sure you find the right place. So my 1v1 arena, I'm going to click right click, then copy ID to clipboard. Then close that out, go to the script, then Control V, paste it there for the place, then comma, we're sending over this player, and then that's it for that and stuff. So if you're confused or if you just don't want an explanation, what it pretty much is doing is it's going to it's doing a regular teleport. So what it's going to do is it's either going to search, it's doing the regular Roblox default server teleport, right? It's going to look to see if there's an available server, which means there's a server that has only one person in it. If it can find it, then it'll send this player there. If it cannot, it'll create one, and then that person will just simply wait for another person to show up. That's simple. Now we can get into the second function, and then we can move on to the actual 1v1 arena. We can say teleport. So actually, no, we could just copy and paste to save ourselves some time. Just copy and paste the whole function, Control C, Control V. Change touch, touch ended. And then down here, what you're going to say is you're going to remove the not, right? And then all you're doing, you can delete all this. Actually, you're just literally removing the name from the table. That's literally it. So table.remove, teleport one list, then space, table.find, teleport one list, comma, then copy and paste the hit parent.name, Control C, Control V, and then boom. Just like that, guys, we are done with the lobby. Now we can move on to the actual 1v1 arena. Like I said, file, publish to Roblox, make sure it publishes, boom. Then we can move on to our second place. If you don't know how to open your second place, let me close this so I can show y'all real quick. Let me close the other place if it decides to close. I don't think it's... Oh, yeah. There we go. Is it gonna close? There we go. Okay, there we go. By the way, don't mind my wallpaper. It's a full word wallpaper. But anyway, let me get back to it. So here's how you open your place, right? You're gonna click Asset Manager, and then same thing we just did, right? To get your ID, you're just gonna double click, right? And then it's just gonna open the place. Gonna load everything. Once we load in, and boom, right? We have our arena. So for this, what thing? So for this, first thing this would be just take care of sound effects. We don't need any parts. Oh no, we do need parts actually. So sound effects. These are optional, but I did it for more realism. So this is a beep, it's just a regular beeping sound. I got all my sound effects from the toolbox. So when it does the countdown, like 3, 2, 1, it's gonna play this each time, like kind of like, you know, like a race starting, and then I have the start sound. It's just a gunshot and stuff. So that's gonna play when the sound when the round is starting, when the match is starting and stuff. You guys get these from the toolbox and just go to audio and then look for some. And then we need to create 2 spawns. That's all we need to do via like the parts, I should say. So you're gonna click model, find a spawn, click spawn, right? So this, you can name it I'm trying to think. Wait, I think I named it like player spawn. I believe I named it players. Yeah. So you're gonna say player 1 spawn. You're gonna name one that, right? I recommend just setting the different colors, just so you can tell the difference. But it doesn't really matter. It's about to set the transparency. So you're gonna want to disable cam collide. Make sure it's anchored though, right? Then you can just make it transparent and stuff. Again, this is optional. You guys don't have to do this if you don't want to. Just make the decal transparent or just delete it. Then I'm going to duplicate the spawn by selecting Control D, drag the other spawn over here, change the color, and then you're going to change the name to player 2 spawn, right? Player 2 spawn, right? And then boom. Now, obviously, in an actual game, you'd probably have it like spaced out, like one over there, but yeah. So space them out however you see fit. And then we're going to have another replicated storage, insert a remote event, rename this remote event to round event, right? Also, side note, go to game settings, go to security, enable pretty much everything, right? So then moving on, we're going to take care of the UI. So insert a screen GUI into starter GUI. You guys already know. Disable reset on spawn. Oh, I don't know if I did that in the other place. Did I do it? Yeah, I did. Okay. So yeah, just make sure you disable reset on spawn, especially here. Make sure you definitely do that here. So you're gonna rename this screen GUI to round GUI. Let me just double check to make sure. Okay, I'm good. So round GUI. Then you're just gonna insert a text label. Boom. Rename this text label to round text label, right? And then as for this, again, sizing and positioning is up to you guys. I'm gonna do 0.4 by 0, right? So top middle. As for sizing, I did 0.1. I just did 0.1, and then we can just make this like 0. And then, oh wait, that actually doesn't work. Maybe I should do like 0. Okay, no, like 0.3. Yeah, I think 0.3 is good. So then, bold text, rich text, scale text. You guys already know. So change the text color to white. Text stroke transparency is equal to 0. Then background transparency is equal to 1. You guys already know. No default text. We'll set it via the script, and then boom, we're done setting up the UI. Now let's get to the scripting. Open up starter player. Insert a local script into starter player script. Right. you're going to want to rename the script to round script, in parentheses, put local. You're going to want to delete print hello world. Let's create 4 variables. First, let's get the sound service for our sound effects. Local ss is equal to game get service, sound service. Then for the second variable, you're going to create a variable for the remote event. So local round event is equal to game that replicated storage, wait for child, round event. Then create a variable for the local player. It's just the same thing we did with the other local scripts. So local player is equal to game.players.local player. And then local round GUI is equal to player.player GUI, wait for child, round GUI, right? Then let's set up the function. We're going to say round, not round GUI, round event, on client event, connect function, in parentheses, put event type, comma, arg1, short for argument number 1. Press enter, you're then going to say if event type is equal to round, enter, then create a variable. You're going to say local round type, so we know if it's like it's just one person by themselves and they're waiting, or if there's 2 people now and the round can begin. So local round type is equal to arg1, right? And then you're going to set up an if statement. You're going to say if round type is equal to wait, enter. Literally all you're going to do is just say round GUI round text table text is equal to waiting on an opponent. Boom. Then you're gonna then you're gonna throw an else if. So else if round type is equal to start, which is obviously gonna have more. So all we're gonna do is set up a for I loop. We're gonna say for I is equal to 1, 3, 1. This is for our countdown. So if you want to go, wait, this is going. Wait, I just thought about it. Wait, this is starting at 1. It is going. Wait, I just realized I have this backwards actually. I just thought about it because I have it going 1, 2, 3. It's supposed to go 3, 2, 1. I just realized that. Okay, so we're gonna change this. So starting value is 3. We want this to end at 3, 2, 1. So I guess 1. Yeah, I guess I want it to end at 1. And then we change it by a -1. Yeah, change it by a -1. There we go. Okay, so 4 is equal to 3, 1, -1, right? Enter. So set this to whatever you can adjust this to whatever you want your countdown to be. If you want it to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, change 3 to 5. And yeah, change it to whatever you want. So then what we're gonna do is each time we're gonna say round GUI dot round text table dot text is equal to quotation marks. You're gonna say round starts in space on the outside. And then you're gonna say I, so whatever is equal to I. So pretty much it'll say round starts in 3, 2, 1. Like it's just gonna change each one, right? And then you're also gonna play your sound effects. So it says beep each time. Then we're gonna wait 1 second, just 1 second intervals. Again, you can adjust this as needed. Then after the for I loop, make sure you go after. You're gonna set the text when it's done. You're gonna say round GUI round text table dot text is equal to quotation marks begin. But the countdown is now over, and then you can also play the start sound. So it says start play. And then lastly, after about 2 seconds, you can just set the text to nothing. So round GUI round text table dot text is equal to nothing, right? And just like that, we are done with the local script. Let's move on to the server script. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and insert a server script into server script service. Rename the script to round script in parentheses put server, right? Delete print hello world. Need to create 3 variables. First, we need the teleport service again, and then we also need to get the round event. Let's save ourselves some time. Control C the round event. Boom, copy that. Then paste it, second line. First time we're going to get the teleport service again. So local TPS is equal to game get service, teleport service. Then for our last variable, we're going to literally just a player count. So local player count is equal to 0 by default. Now I will say, when it comes time to test this, like if you have another person to test this with, you can just, you say play it as normal. But if you're by yourself and you want to test this, just set this value to 1, and then obviously set it back to 0 when you're done testing and stuff. So yeah, because you need 2 people for it to actually start. So if you just set this to 1, it'll think it's 2 people there. So let's set up the function. We're going to say game.players.player added connect function, in parentheses put PLR with the for player. Enter. You're then going to say player count plus equal 1 because a new player just joined. And then it just occurred to me. Wait, what would that matter? Wait, but that wouldn't matter because if it's 2 people and 1 person is there and 1 person leaves, the server would just. And if it's 2 people and if they. I think that's good. Okay. So sorry, I was just thinking about something. Okay. So then we're gonna create a variable for our player's character. So character is equal to workspace wait for child player.name, right? Then you're going to make it so that the character cannot walk nor jump. So character.humanoid.walk speed is equal to 0, and then character.humanoid.jump power is equal to 0 as well, right? Then we're going to set up an if statement. We're going to say if player count is equal to 1. So if it's just that one player by themselves, you need to pivot them. So character pivot 2. This is to set them at the correct spawn. You're going to say workspace.player1 spawn. This is the first player to get there. So player1 spawn.cframe. And then lastly, you're just going to fire the remote events around event fire client, fire to that specific player, comma, in quotation marks, name of the event is round, comma, name of the round type is wait, because you're waiting on a second player. Then enter, you're going to say else if player count is equal to 2. That means it's time for the round to start. Press enter. And then you're going to do the same thing. So you can just control C, control V. All right. And then you're just going to, this time, just change it to player 2 spawn so that they're different spawns. Then you're going to set up a for I v in pairs loop to handle the remote event. So for I v in pairs, you're just going to do game.players, get children, enter. So just the 2 players. Then you're going to say round event, fire client. Wait, I'm actually stupid. I just realized. I forgot that there's a remote event that you can just. I'm so stupid. I forgot you can just fire to all clients instead of firing to one. What? I'm stupid anyway. So never mind. We're gonna do it like this. We're just gonna say round event fire all clients. So it's been a long ass time since I've used this. But anyway, fire all clients, right? And then we're going to say quotation marks round, comma, quotation marks start, right? Then gonna wait 3 seconds and stuff, because when we fire this remote event, what's happening is that they have the countdown on the screen. It's like 3, 2, 1, then begin. So after 3 seconds, we're then gonna say for I v in pairs, workspace, get children, if V, find first child, to quotation marks humanoid. So if they're, their characters, you're simply just gonna say V dot humanoid dot health. Sorry, not dot health. Dot walk speed is equal to whatever your game's default is. So for me, 16, and then humanoid dot jump power is equal to 51. All right. And then we are done with that for every pairs loop. And then for the last thing, we just need to set it up so that if one of them dies. So what you're gonna do is I think I can actually I can just actually do it like this. So I'm gonna say v.humanoid. Wait, I'm gonna do it like this. v.humanoid that died connect function, close parentheses, enter. So if one of them dies, you're just sending both of them back. So you're gonna say TPS teleport. Sorry, this time you're gonna say teleport async because you're teleporting all the players in the server. Okay, so same thing we did before. View, click this icon right here, the asset manager, places. Now this time, make sure you get your lobby place ID so you can send them back. Right click, copy ID to clipboard, and then boom, you're sending them back. And comma, for the players instance, you're just gonna say game.player, you're just gonna say game.players, get, you can do, get children or get players, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, so get players, and then boom, just like that, guys, we are done. Let's go ahead and test to make sure this works. As always, if you guys want access to any one of my scripts or models, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description. I highly recommend that, by the way. But yeah, so you want to make sure you publish both of them, make sure the settings and everything is all good and stuff. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get to the testing. So I'm gonna turn this off for a second so I can go find my place and stuff. So you guys can you can really just go find your place and what's it called? Oh wait, or actually no, let's test this first and then yeah, just after. Okay. Yeah, so you guys can just find your place on the Roblox website, and then once you load into it, boom, right? So this is my lobby. We have my my teleporter. So if I step in, you see match found, teleporting, and then wait, boom. I'm now in the 1v1 arena, and it says waiting on opponent. Now, since I clearly is just myself, I have to change this. Remember what I said to test? What you want to do is you want to set this value to 1 because you're going to trick it into thinking that there's already a player there when it's just nobody. So then, let me cut this off real quick. You're just going to rejoin. I'm just going to rejoin. I had to make sure I published it. So then, oh, I thought it said I had 2.7 million Robux. I was about to say that is wild. Okay, so then we are back. Right, so now if I hop back in the teleporter, and then it's going to bring me back over. Now it should, yeah, there we go. Starts and boom, and then I can move and then begin. There we go. So that's how you make a simple matchmaking system and stuff. Like I said, if you guys find any bugs, have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, definitely leave like, subscribe if you're new. Like I said, if you want access to this model or any one of my other scripts models, you guys can become a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video.